When PSA paused their value submission tiers, it created a lot of opportunity to buy low-end cards cheap and stash them for when value opens back up. And here's why I don't care. So we're taking a look at the 2024 Select Drake May. This is a rookie card, of course. This is the club level red and blue shock. So very cool on kind of the double color match there. I'm using an app called Market Movers. I am in no way affiliated with them. I have single-digit followers on most platforms, so by no means is this a promotion. Just sharing with you guys something that I've found really cool the 6 or 8 weeks that I've been using it. So you get a lot of data here. We can see 177 PSA 10s, last selling for $200. Very strong gem rate. I think this is probably around 65%, just doing really quick mental math. And a last raw sale of $20.50. So go back through here, kind of scrub through the historical data on the raw card. And even following what was a rough Super Bowl, especially I am a Pats fan, this card really stood up well to both that Super Bowl loss and just the off-season lull that we see, and was a steady $40-$45 card until value bulk paused. And when that happened, let me find it. $15.85, $14, $20, another high sale, and back down to 20. So, this is a card that if you're interested in cheap buying opportunities on high gem rate, high margin, again, as a Patriots fan, we're going to hope that May stays a liquid player and that he is what he seems to be back at quarterback. This would be a great buy and stash. Now, the reason that an opportunity like that doesn't really move me is because there's so much uncertainty around this value tier pause. Some people, the optimists, are forecasting October. I'm hearing a lot of people that think January they'll open things back up. There's definitely a camp that thinks that value is never coming back, certainly as we know it. That uncertainty bothers me. Yes, on a card like that Drake May that I just showed you, you're saving $15, $20. Maybe you're saving $3 here, $8 there on a Curry, a Kobe, a Tom Brady, a Aaron Judge. That's going to add up. Save $8 to $10 and keeping a backlog of 100 cards ready for when those value tiers open back. Now you're going to save $800, $1,000. That's great. Except, what if that doesn't open up until January? It's July right now, which means that you're sitting on that card. You're just holding it and waiting for 5.5 months. And that's just for the ability to send your card into PSA. We know how these value tiers work. Maybe it's another 3 months to get it back, 5 months to get it back. That $800, $1,000 that you saved, you still have that money tied up in those cards that you might not have back in a slab for 8 months or a year or longer. I'm spending this time spending. So this is a Kobe E-Tops out of, what's the number on here? 484, just came in the mail. Just an example of something that I'm buying right now. Spent about $330 on that card, I think. It's going to cost me, assuming it's clean and gradable, $80 to grade. So I'll be in it about $400. It's got a good gem rate. The 10s go for $1,000. And what I love about something like this is it's going to be back in my hands in 2 to 3 months. PSA has been really steady on my last handful of regular orders. 28 days, 35 days, 40 days, and not business days, like calendar days. They've been moving through well with that stuff. So in that time that, those low end buy and stash cards are just sitting, I've turned that money over. And if PSA does open their value stuff back up in October, this is already going to be back in my hands in a slab. So let's say, optimistically, value bulk stuff opens back up sometime in October. At the regular grading level, this is already back by then. And then I've turned it over. And then probably I've turned it over again before your value bulk stuff has gotten back to you. And if bulk doesn't open up until 2027, I've turned this over again. And I've maybe turned it over again. I just see so much opportunity with these cards that can withstand and make sense to grade at these $80 regular, $150 express levels. Again, even those aren't guaranteed, I'll give you that. PSA has been steady with that 40 to 50 business day regular tier time frame. Value, and certainly value bulk, as we know, is a giant question mark. I have an order that was due on January 20th of 2026. It is July 17th today. That order is still in research and ID. So again, those tiers are, as we know, the lowest of the low priority. Who knows on them? And don't get me wrong, when those value tiers do open back up, I'm getting in on them. I think there's so much opportunity there, from the margins to probably the biggest one is the sourcing. Just the sheer number of cards that can withstand a $25 to $31 grading cost versus $80 or $150. It's way easier to come across those cards. But right now, until we have some sense of when, it doesn't make sense for me. Now look, everyone's going to be handling things a little bit differently as we wait out this value tier pause. For me, I'm very focused on turnover. Get in, get out, keep it moving. Do not get stuck holding the bag. For other people, they are going to be sitting on hundreds, thousands of low-cost, high gem rate, high margin, liquid cards that they got at a really good price when those value tiers do open back up. So if that's how you're maneuvering through all of this, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to leave a comment and let's engage in some discourse and tell me how you're kind of moving through this pause here.